Hey, great Monday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, and my camera again is not working, but I did get a new camera that I'm going to see if someone might come over and help me install. I'm not very tech savvy. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I'm not good at a lot of stuff. I find out that as I grow older, I get less and less good at different things. And I hate the way this camera looks because it makes you look all the more fatter. But with that said, let me say that I did get back from Mexico City last night. Arrived in Monterrey. Was supposed to be at my nephew's birthday party, Andre's birthday party. Sure as heck didn't do that. I was just tired out. Lo que quería era llegar. Y I didn't want to get caught uh, in the um, in the darkness. Uh, o sea, I got to Matamoros and ya se estaba oscureciendo. So it was perfect, perfect timing. So it was great that came straight back. Let me say that Mexico City, I am in love with Mexico City. It is amazing. I did get mugged. That's okay. But I love Mexico City. Uh, had a great time. A little bit too much fun the first the first night. Too much. Visited Las Piramides, and it's crazy because I actually went to the pyramids. What day is it? I actually went to the pyramids a day before the balloon incident, and it was kind of a weird happening, guys, because I went with a friend. Good morning, man. You will win. We will win. But we're going to talk about politics right now. But let me finish my week. Amen. Uh, I went with a friend and said, "Well, you know what? I'd already been to the pyramids, but I don't. I love going to the pyramids. The friend wanted to go to Xochimilco, did Xochimilco, but it was pyramids and Xochimilco. It was only the weekend trip, guys. Only two things. So I said, decide what day and what day. So ultimately, because we were going to go see, I can't remember. They told me a street. Don't remember the name of the street. It's over there by Academy, somewhere around there. I don't know. I might have gotten the because they sent me. This is the problem, guys. Please, if you're going to send me information, try not to send me information that is recorded because my ear is horrible, horrible ear. So I heard Stanford. It's over there by Academy. Let me finish my story. So what happens is I said we could do Xochimilco Friday, Pyramid Saturday, and then I had the play um, that I was going to go see Saturday night. It was at 8 o'clock. So I said, I don't want to be too restricted with time. So I said, let's just do Pyramids Friday and Saturday Xochimilco because I figured Xochimilco was closer. Same thing. When you're in Mexico City, guys, if you're going from one place to the other, you got to make sure that you have 2 hours time, at least 1 hour for traffic and 1 hour to find the place. So I said, well, if we go to Xochimilco, we could probably go off to Teotihuacan, stay at one of the hotels that I like to stay at. That's right en la punta de la calzada de los muertos. This is where my balloon story is going. And then in the morning, we could go and do the balloon ride. So I almost got to be on the balloon. Not specifically on that one, but I almost did a balloon ride that day. That would have been crazy. I'm very, very close. So it's kind of trippy because a friend of mine called me and said, Erasmo, Every time you go to Mexico City, a disaster happens. Uh, I don't know if you all remember me saying, but I went to Mexico City, and that same night the metro fell, like 2 3 years ago. And then I went to Mexico City. There was an earthquake. Then I went to Teotihuacan, Mexico City, and a balloon accident, and a very sad situation. People lost their lives. But a lo mejor yo soy el que trae la mala suerte. I'm not laughing at the situation. It's just it's crazy. But I had a great time. The pyramids really kicked me in the butt. Uh, Really very tired, very tiring. I did a lot of walking. Walked it twice. Found the museum that I'd never been to, which is okay, and just kicked me in the butt. Came back, rested like a crazy man that night. Next day went to Xochimilco, and again took us like 2 hours to get there. We did a 2 hour boat ride. Trincheras. I thought they were lanchas, and supposedly you're not supposed to say lanchas or they'll get upset. Yes, the lockdown at Ituria has been lifted, guys. Uh, Supposedly they were running after some individuals that had crossed over illegally. It's very scary for students, guys. Take it into consideration, especially with all the information that has been going on in regards to what happened. Este, with the Tennessee killings. So I'm glad that Ituria is feeling a little bit more safe out there. Sorry, I still need a little bit more sleep. I literally probably didn't sleep one night. Um, I needed to get away. I um, I was tired. It's it's kind of trippy that I needed to get away because I was tired, and I sure as heck got all this tired in me from uh, from being over there. But I really was just tired out, and probably could still use a good 6 to 8 hours of sleep. But it's good to be back home. Traveling is good because it permits you to separate a little bit from everything that goes on here in the city of Brownsville. And I say that because I know at times it might be difficult to understand. And I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, that's what's good. You just travel too much." We're like, "Yeah," but take into consideration, I receive complaints and concerns from individuals uh, throughout Brownsville and sometimes even Matamoros and uh, part of Harlingen, Los Fresnos, Port Isabel, and it's a little on the taxing side. It's constant bombardment of information, and it's draining sometimes. And I know for some people, I mean, people go like, "No, sabes que este, I see some of your posts, and it's they're very taxing, very draining." I'm going like, "Yeah, take it into consideration. I get to see all my posts most of the time. Don't see all the videos that I'm the one that's posting them, guys. Nobody else helps me with the page, and so it's taxing on me too. I hate reporting that there's shootouts, there's lockdowns. I hate reporting that. I hate reporting that there's lost pets and stuff. I would rather not. It's just the reality that we live in. In the end, uh, my hats off to our first responders out there. Had a lot of shootings and a lot of accidents, guys. I mean, I think on Saturday, Friday, I mean, I posted like at least 12 accidents, guys. They were pretty horrible. And shouts out to all those friends out there that actually got involved and went out there and did their best to try and help and assist. Um, a friend of mine that stopped by to help, and then saw the post. Let me know that her car was not involved in the accident. That she was actually just there to help, and that the individuals who had the individuals that she helped the individual that were in the accident. But she said that she had contacted her husband. He goes, "Vas a ver, voy a venir saliendo en la página de Erasmo." And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. But took it in stride, took it well. Uh, it's just too many accidents, guys. And I don't know if it's just individuals that are in a rush. I continue to blame the situation here on individuals driving way too slow, way too slow. And what happens, guys, when you drive too slow, causes accidents, and that's very unfortunate. Good morning. Here, let's change Brownsville's corruption. We, the people, are tired of all this bullcrap going on. Do they think we're stupid? No more. Yeah, and that is was so very taxing, guys. Um, it's taxing, very taxing on me that we are so close to election time, and we've got candidates running that should not be running for office just because of their voting record. And I'm not trying to be negative or mudsling or look. I'm not out there questioning Jessica's baby, who it belongs to. I'm not out there, saying that John Cowan got implants. So I'm not out there throwing mud, guys. I'm not out there throwing mud. I'm not out there, saying what horrible plastic surgery Jessica has gotten, makes her look horrible. Uh, Look at John's feet. They look like they smell. You know what I'm out there calling them out on is on what we know to be fact on their voting record. It's just that simple. They have voted for every single PUB increase out there, every single one, and they'll give you this verbiage to say, well, the reason that we we voted for it was because PUB needed the money because it was going to help the people of Brownsville. The fact of the matter is, guys, no. PUB is the commissioner's piggyback. It is who they go to, guys, every single time that they want to set up a pet project. Now, the question is, why set up a pet project? We did it with the sports part. The Charlie Atkinson tried to do it with Fly Frontera. They do it with SpaceX. They do it with everything, guys. So what happens is you've got these individuals out there that sports park want to build a sports park. We're going to buy this land. And a lot of people don't question who they're buying the land from, who's benefiting, who oversold the land. It's not that far fetched. Look at what happened with Casa de Nylon, $2.3 million. And look, I'm not blaming the Golanskis, guys. And I think I want to make that very clear. Making the individuals that set themselves up for that. And those are our elected officials. Look, guys, if I'm a businessman and I've got this empty bottle of electrolyte, it's worth a penny just because of the plastic. But if I tell you, hey, I'm going to give it to you for $100, I'm a businessman. I'm selling you something. I know it's not worth $100. Probably not even worth a penny. But if you buy it for me for $100, you're stupid. unless you want my babas. It's still very stupid. But the businessman, it's the business. So no hate on the individuals that sold the property, but on the individuals that took our money to buy a piece of property. Was it? So that's what happens with the sports park. You got to go back and see who they bought the land from, and then you have to go back there and see who is constructing the sports park, and who's setting up the parking lot, and who did they hire to do the concession stands. And then you start to see, guys, a lot of the individuals that you're going to find in Jessica Tetro's and John Cowan's campaign reports, because that's how they get paid. They get wined and dined. They get envelopes under the table. And these are the individuals that are supporting these individuals to run for office. So es un círculo vicioso. Have you calculated, guys, how much money uh, Jessica Tetro and John Cowan are spending in this race? Look at all the signs. Look at all the block walkers. Look at all the commercials. Look at all the ads that they're buying, guys. Look at all the mail outs. They're paying for all this, guys, from your money. And this is what I'm hoping a lot of people like our police officers and our firefighters that they comprehended realize that they do all this with our money. Because police officers, I heard your complaints. I've been hearing them for the past 4 years, past 8 years. Police officers, these individuals run their campaign at the cost of losing your benefits, at the cost of getting measly raises, at the cost of less manpower out there, guys. Because what happens, folks, is all this money that is overspent in projects like Tenasca, like the sports park, Titan Tires, all these guys, hike and bike trails, all these is monies that they take and they put in the pockets of politicians. But it's your money. Because let's go back to my botellita. I have $100. You have $100. You want to give me $100 for this? If you only give me 2 cents for this, which is still a penny more what it's cost, you'll still have $99, guys, and 98 cents that you can use to give your child extra allowance. But because you paid $100 for this, no hay dinero. Isn't that what they tell us all the time, Brazos police officers and firefighters? No hay dinero. There's no money. Look at the budget. But there isn't any money because they paid $100 for this. They paid $100 for this, where they should have paid 1 cent because that's what it's worth, or they could have paid 2 pennies. But because they paid $100 for this, police officers, you don't get your benefits. Don't get a decent raise. Firefighters don't have the resources you need. Does that make sense? So all this money, guys, all this money that John Cowan and Jessica Tetreault are spending on this race, guys, it hurts you, the citizen of Brownsville. It hurts our fire department, our EMS, city employees. It hurts you, F- police officers. You know it hurts you. That is how they funnel the money away from you and into the pockets of politicians. Look, guys, I've been saying this for years, and you could. The reason that you know that I've been saying this for years is because I'm very, very transparent and been very, very vocal and open about my platform, what I believe, what needs to change in the city of Brownsville for years. It has not changed. John Cowan just get to Tros. It has changed. And it's changed because now they want to prioritize lowering your PUB rates. They want to prioritize expanding the zoo. And look, where were they these past 4 years, these past 12 years? I challenge anyone. I'll go with you. I challenge anyone. Let's go to the zoo. Let's do one of John's little talking points. Let's go to the zoo and let's walk, guys. 6th Street. And I'm going to show you how the zoo could have been expanded all this time around. I'll show you. Because now they're building to make the middies look amazing. And the middies, are portrayed as Brownsville saviors. I question that. I've yet to have a conversation with Dinah Middy. She promised that we would. Don't believe individuals that make a promise and then do not keep it. I'll have a conversation with you. So put up or shut up, girl. Because if you tell me something and you go back on it, why should I have an ounce of respect for you? And you can send your attorney my way again. I don't care. I do not back down from attorneys. I do not back down from corrupt politicians. Sure as hell not going to back down from any MIDI, whoever they may be. So we need to meet. You said that we would. We haven't. And start being a person of your word. And this is one of the conversations I had with Commissioner De Los Santos this weekend. I'm going to hold him to his word. And I'm going to hold everyone to their word. Everyone. Everyone. Simple as that. That is what I do. And this is what I will continue to do in the city of Brownsville. That is my job. We're going to win this race for mayor together. I am praying that police officers come on board. I'm praying the firefighters come on board. I'm praying that the Democrat women come on board. I'm praying that the Republican women come on board. I'm praying that individuals that listen to the Chamber of Commerce Forum come on board. I'm praying. Because these people have decimated our city. They've taken from the poorest amongst us, have made it their own. And that's unfortunate. Because we all lose. We don't need to be paying $100 for this bottle. As people call them out, we can mudsling them. Why? Because we know now what's going on. People are starting to understand they are in for the money and their pet projects. Yep. because it is puro compradismo. ¿Tenías? Ay, Jesús. Ruby brought me a taco because I had breakfast. I work. Babaste. A cloning otro Erasmito. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Trust me. PUB has given the city commission every year between 10 and $50 million, and the citizens got their utilities increase year after year. 100%. Saludos, Rudy. Good morning. Good morning. Last night I slept well. First night in Mexico City, not too good, but I did sleep well. I had a great, great, awesome sleep. Ruby, por favor. Ruby, sí, bueno, buenos días. ¿Le puedo marcar un momentito, por favor? Estoy en un vivo. They keep on calling and calling and calling. I was concerned. Let me say, guys, this looks greasy good. Yeah, that's exactly how I like it. It's time for my breakfast. And I have people waiting. I'm going to be busy today. Um, I'm back in town, having hopefully a campaign meeting tonight. I'm gonna kick it in gear. Kick it in gear. We got to win this race. The only way we win this race is if I get individuals to donate to the campaign, walk your block, tell your neighbors, friends, anyone that has any one of these people signs up, go out there and tell them, please do not vote for that man and that woman. We got to vote for Erasmo Castro. It's the only way that it's going to happen. Guys, I'm going to get to work. I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Got a couple of weddings to do. Got a lot of forums this week. So it's going to be interesting. Guys, thank you. Let's get to work. Let's take the city back from the corrupt politicians. Bring it back to the people. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless. I lost 5 pounds this weekend.